Hello, in this video I will show you how to quickly to deploy multiple servers with an ALB. As you know that ALB is an application load balancer which can distribute traffic to multiple servers. So here the picture that I want to deploy today. I assume that I have a one ALB in a VPC and I will connect this ALB to one EC2 in a subnet or in a available zone, and I also connect this ALB to one more EC2 so that the application will be highly available. Let's do that. First I go to EC2. I create one instance, launch an instance. I call that is a server 1, and in the server 1 I use Amazon Linux with T2 micro, and then I can select something like a key pair for marks or whatever. If you don't want that, I can proceed without key pair. So this one I need to select a VPC and I select a subnet which is 1A, and then I enable IP, public IP. Then I can create one security group for EC2. Now after that, now I can launch this instance, and I also launch another instance. I call that is server 2. Server 2 I use the same configuration, and this one in the network setting I also put that in the same VPC. However, I will place this one in 1B, US is 1B. Then I use the same security group. We can share the security group between EC2 server instances. Now I have two instances. So now I will set up this one. Okay. So this one, I will go to this server and connect. So it takes some time for. So now you know that I have an application in the GitHub. You can download that. So now if I go here, first I need to install Node.js first for this server. Okay, another one I can go to another server. So server 1, I connect to this server and set up to run my Node.js application, similar to previous video that how to launch backend application, Node.js application in an EC2 instance. So I can install this one, sudo yum install -y Node.js. So after that I can clone my project here. I need to install sudo yum install -y git. After having git, I can clone the application to this server. Git clone and cd YouTube video backend. Next cd ec2 Node.js demo, and now this one I can npm install. npm start. This server is running on port 8080, and as you know that it will return the IP address. So now if I want to test this, I go to here, copy the, is it the server 1? Yes, I copy the public IP and I can http / public IP and AT. It doesn't work. Why? Because I need to open the port AT for security group. So go to security and I go to here and edit inbound, add one more rule, TCP, and open for port AT custom to anywhere. That means internet can connect to this server. Now it should work. Okay, you see that this one is server IP4, and here you see that the server one will have a same private IP there. Okay, server 1 8.243. Okay, it's okay. So now if I go to this EC2, I can do the same thing. Sudo yum install -y git. And now I can do git clone. Oh no, this one is not right. I should copy my link here. Okay, after that I cd YouTube and EC2 app npm I to install all dependencies for this project, and then npm start. So now I have another server backend application run on port 8080. So now if I go to this one and check the server 2 and then copy this IP, make sure that it will work. HTTP 8080. Okay, 87.239. Now I have two EC2. If I go here, before creating the load balancer, you need to create the target groups, which connects to all the EC2s, and then after that you can distribute the traffic to target group. So now I create a target group, which is a target. I can choose the target type, multiple target types here, but I choose instances because I want to target to EC2. My target group, and then the port here is 8080, not 80, because it should map with the port of my backend application. I choose the VPC, this VPC, same VPC that I have created the EC2, and this is a health check endpoint http/. Now this one you can select this one and include in the target group and create a target group. Now I have a target group. I can create load balancer. I use an application load balancer, mainly focus on HTTP and HTTPS. So I call that is my ALB, and I use scheme is internet facing. You can choose internal if you don't want people from internet access your backend application. But in this demonstration, I want to show that to internet. I can select multiple available zone so that ALB can forward the traffic to multiple EC in multiple available zones of this region. And I can choose the security group. I want to choose default. Okay, so okay, now after that I can have a listener with listen on port 80, and I can forward the action to my target. After that I don't choose this kind of thing. If you need to secure the APIs, you can choose this kind of thing. After that, after review this one, you can create load balancer. So now load balancer is creating. So just wait for the status. It is provisioning. We need to wait until it's okay. And when you create when you create an ARB, it will give you the DNS name, so you can connect to your backend application using this one. So go back to the target group. You will see that in the target group there's two server here. This is checking. Right now we have two total targets and zero healthy. That means there's no unhealthy and no healthy here. It takes some time to check the server. One more thing, when you connect my ALB using port 80, therefore you need to go the security group to open that port as well. Now I open that port here, custom 80, and I use internet facing, therefore I save this one. Now everything is good. I have two applications here. So go back to my ALB. It might take some time for this. Net refresh. Okay. So now if I try this one, let's see how it works. Okay, so now if I try this one, it take, just wait a moment. So because load balancer takes some time to provision, so we need to wait for a while. It need to connect with target group. And by the way, if you go to listener, there's some rule for this listener. For example, if you select here, you can manage this. For example, you can edit rule if you want. There's one rule here. For example, rule default rule condition. There's no condition. Action is just forward to target my target group. If you want to edit or add a rule, you can add a rule. For example, you add one more rule here, and next you can define the condition. You have a multiple condition here. You can have, for example, you add condition based on the path host header, and after that you, okay, for example, I add one path here, so slash abc. So now after that you go to define rule action. You can have three types of action: forward to target groups, or redirect to a URL, or return fixed response. And after that you can set priority. This is a number. The small number will be first priority. For example, I put here 70. So this one I will create. So right now I have a two condition, two listener here. Now let's go back to my ALB. Oh, it might take some time, more than, okay, it is active. So if I refresh this page, why it doesn't work? Because, okay, because I don't put the, oh no, it's still okay. So now if I go to security, I need to check this one again. Inbound traffic, I need to open for HTTP and save rule. Okay, and I need to check the target group. Let's see that there's any problem with my server here. There, okay, it's okay, cool. And this one, now if I refresh this one, okay, I need to use HTTP instead of HTTPS. You see, if I refresh this one, it will go to different servers now. 8243 server 1, and it will go to server 2. That is how you can create a application load balancer to distribute the traffic to multiple servers. Thank you.